Welcome to Dreamy Campfire Sleep. Here we all cast out our day's worries, tiredness, and embrace the night's calm and relaxation. We ease into sleep as stories spin their magic and pull us into the laps of sweet, sweet dreams and peaceful sleep. I'm your host. I bid you the warmest welcome. I'll guide you to your sleepscape and then into your dreamland. You lived the day and now it's nearing its end. Let go of all the things and let's wrap this day up with the story that'll deliver you to your dreamland. My friend, you did a great job today. You saw your day through. Though you wish you'd have done some things differently, but now's not the time about those thoughts. At this hour, my friend, you put your burdens down. You did all you could do today, and so, now you leave your thoughts alone. Those nagging little voices in your head can't rob you of your peaceful sleep. Follow my voice and calm your mind. Hush your soul. Let go. And now, my dearest, you've won the moment. Believe me. Let the pull of sleep play a melody for you. The arms of sleep have come for you to hold you and take you away. Lay down. Hush now. Let the stillness around you enter your body. Feel your shoulders relax as you breathe deep and full. You turn your focus on your breaths. Inhale the stillness. Exhale the troubles. Inhale and exhale. Slowly and deeply. Inhale. Exhale. The aches in your legs are leaving you as your back presses into your bed. The tension in your neck has vanished. A smile like a breeze spreads on your face and you feel light as a cloud floating in the endless sky. Oh, your eyelids are getting heavier and heavier. Let's put you to sleep with today's chapter. Tiger. In tonight's chapter, I'll introduce you to the incident that put the gears in motion. The chapter deals with a group of people who are traveling through dense woods after the sun has set. With fire torches and farming tools, with women and children, the group passes through forest until the tiger pays them a visit. Buckle up, my friend, and let's get started with tonight's chapter. A roar loud as thunder rang throughout the jungle as the crescent moon climbed up in the eastern sky. The wind picked up and sailed over the trees. The leaves rustled and the branches shrugged. The cold November chills brought forth a thick fog, gathering over the woods and thickening as the moment flew by. When the echoes of the roar settled down, an owl hooted in the distance and bats chirped as they flew by. The light from torches flickered as the wind rose and fell. The shadows stretched and shrank as the figures moved. A baby in the arms of a woman cried and threw its arms and legs around, for the roar had awoken it. The mother whispered to the baby in hope of quieting it down. The other women of the group came to her side and joined in the efforts. A couple of children gathered around their mothers and stayed glued as tears rolled down their cheeks. In the ghost quiet surrounding, they heard the sound of their breaths. And then another rumbling roar shattered the silence. The women tightened their grips on their children with one hand, and with the other, they clutched at their hearts. Two men at the front swung their torches in the air as if they could peer into the darkness and cut through the dense fog and get a look at the fast approaching trouble. "I think it's far away," said a large man, beads of sweat marking his brows. "Yes, it sounds far," a smaller man said. He gulped and added, "Nonetheless, we should hurry." The large man grunted and the group followed right after the two lead men. 3 men stayed behind the group, serving as rear guard. The women and children looked left and right so they could run at the first sight of the trouble. When the moon ascended on the horizon and the wind died a slow death, the men in front stopped. The large man gestured to others by pressing his finger to his lips. He then pulled the machete out from his waist and took a few cautious steps forward. The smaller man, with his sickle held above his head, followed close behind. The men from rear guard made a circle around the women and children. The 2 men investigating the scene opened their ears for the slightest sound and kept their eyes wide as a saucer for any movement. With their breathing rough and heavy, their hearts beat like a drum, forcing them to shake their heads to let go of the anticipation and react when the moment called for. For minutes they kept looking around. Aside from their trumpeting parts, they couldn't hear a wisp. They peered into the dark, but even the bushes and thickets remained unmoved. The smaller man tapped on the large man's shoulder and gestured to walk back to the group. "You're scaring us," said an elderly woman, when the men rejoined the group. That roar came from far, far away. "We should be close to our village." "Yes, we should press on instead of stopping," a man said. "Ma, what's going on?" a child said, wiping tears. "I want to go home." The mother silenced the child without missing a beat. The elderly lady awaited a response from the large man, but when he didn't say anything, she said, "What is it?" "Something doesn't feel right about this," the large man said. "And I don't think we're close to the village. I feel like we're going deeper in the jungle." The smaller man shook as if cold got him and said, "I felt that too. The woods here are strange. It sure doesn't look like we're on our way home." "Did we lose the path?" another woman said. "It's easy to lose the path in the dark," the large man said. He heaved a sigh. "The moon is still on the eastern horizon. If we go south now, we should be on our usual path, but there is still that wolf I'm worried about. It has forced us to stay after the sunset, and not only that, but also to take this longer path home. We should worry more about getting home instead of the wolf," the elderly woman said in a matter-of-fact tone. "Do you think it's the cattle killer?" one of the women whispered. No one bothered to answer, for they knew what awaited them from those roars. With nothing left to say or talk about, everyone nodded without batting an eye and fell in line again with the large man in the front. After they had walked for some time, the child said, "Mother, what's that?" pointing towards the thicket in the distance. The man from behind faced the direction in which the child pointed and held his torch aloof. The light gleamed off the straight blade in the man's hand and from the 2 jewels in the thickets. As the colors faded from the man's face, a heaping mass of a beast pounced on him, and the next moment, gushing warm blood painted the air red. The torch fell on the ground and unveiled the blood-red teeth of the beast. "Tiger, tiger," someone cried. Terror gripped everyone and panic rose in their hearts. As the tiger finished the man and looked up, the women dragged their children and they all brushed past the large man. With his limbs limp as cooked noodles, the large man raised his machete and charged at the tiger, yelling words that no one knew. The smaller man, looking at his friend's severed head, fell on the ground and the world around him spun in frenzy. One of the two men from behind leapt into action after seeing the large man hurling himself on the beast, while the other one ran back the way they had come from. His scream supercharged the air with fear. The large man dug his machete into the tiger's side. The tiger shrieked and moved, but the man jabbed the blade again and again. The tiger took flight and created some space between them. No sooner did it secure a strong footing, it bounced back and landed a paw on the man's head. The sheer force of the attack sent the man crashing into the ground face first. The other man, taking advantage of the distracted tiger, thrust the torch and the sickle into the tiger's back. And then he set the tiger's coat on fire. Before the tiger could shake the man off, the man pulled the sickle and traced a curve on the tiger from its back to hind leg. The tiger growled and spun and caught the arm of the man. The tiger mauled the man until his arm came off, and then finished him off by digging in canines deep. By this time, the smaller man regained his composure to some degree, at least enough to know what fate had in store for him should he lay on the ground. At that moment, he ran after the women and children. Lying on the stomach in the dirt below, rendered unable to even lift a finger, the large man saw the beast break into the sprint. The light in his eyes faded and the breath in his lungs burned. The rising and falling of his chest slowed, and with his fleeting breath he said, "Cattle killer, have to kill." The small man, running for his life, looked over his shoulder and found the beast sprinting after him. He shouted curses and swore that he'd kill the tiger, but the tiger didn't listen to any words and kept its pace. The man's foot hit a root in the ground. He lost his balance, and the next moment, the beast jumped onto him and did a quick job of the small man. The women and children screamed for help as they sped deeper into the jungle. Their cries woke every creature in the jungle. The tiger, after hearing the cries, soon corrected its direction and chased after them.